Hey out there, happy Wednesday. Gosh, I hope everybody is having a fabulous Wednesday. I am really excited to be here today. If I don't know you, my name's Joan Robison, and I'm the author of Flip the Switch. I'm also an entrepreneur and somebody that supports leadership development. I actually help leaders build 6 and 7 figure incomes through simple techniques, through claiming a positive mindset, through actionable steps that are really going to propel you forward. And one of the things today that we're going to focus on is starting the month strong through defining really what we want, bringing more clarity into our equation, as well as looking at our goals. Before we get started there, I always love to draw and ignite the light card to kind of set our mood and whatnot. And I just want to say welcome. I can definitely see the love coming here in the comments and love seeing you all here. All right, let's see what we got for today. We're going to ignite the light and flip the switch. Oh, this won't work. Tells you a little bit about the cards. How about if I take the first one? Okay, I take good care of me. I take good care of me. So today I will choose healthy habits that refuel me. I will eat foods that replenish my body. I will exercise to de-stress and get my endorphins flowing. I will practice my spiritual connection. Today, I will pause to pray, God, help me refuel my body spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Thank you. Flip the switch from self-sabotage to feeling better each day. What is one thing I will do to take good care of me today? I love these cards. I love that you can just literally draw a card, read a card, and get empowered in like less than 30 seconds. This is such a great way to start your day. And you can purchase these cards over at joanrobison.com/shop. All right, let's get her going. And I just want to kind of talk for a minute about the fact that only 3% of all Americans even set goals anyway. And I think goals are so important to achieving, tactical things that we're setting out to do, volume, numbers, rank advancements, different achievements. Like if I do this, I get this. Maybe it's a trip, maybe it's some kind of incentive. So looking at goals is so very important to the success and starting your month off strong. Claiming them and that unwavering, that is where I'm going. That is what I'm going to be doing to get there, is the real secret sauce of it. But before we go into goals, I think that one of the things I notice in people that I coach with is that a goal is more the head. It's more the logic. It's the tactical, like I just mentioned, part of the equation. And most people aren't stopping and thinking about what is the emotion that has you interested in that goal. Now, I don't know what it might be like for you, but I know if you're an entrepreneur and you are, part of a network marketing company, or maybe you've just begun, a new venture in your business, maybe you're an employee, or, looking to step out and be an entrepreneur. Here's what I know. The scary part can be, I've got to bet on myself. And every successful entrepreneur knows that there's a lot of troubleshooting when it comes to being that person that is developing something of their own. We're tweaking things, we're trying new things, Hopefully we're coachable to people that are doing it better than us, or people that we're watching like, wow, I like that quality, or, I like the way he or she delivers that. We're really observant, and we're implementing and trying. One of the biggest killers that I know is people that have these fabulous ideas. Have you ever met one of those people? They are incredible at ideas, and they got these great ideas. And then I might say to them, when are you going to do that? And they're so afraid to execute because they're afraid of failure. And I want to talk about that just for a minute. First off, for me, I don't really use the word failure because I just don't like the feeling of it. But if I'm being boldly forthright with you all, I'm failing every day a little bit, I suppose, because every time I try something, if it doesn't come out like 100% perfection, well, then I guess that would be failing. But I don't look at it that way. I don't choose to look at it that way. I choose to lean into the practice of really trying and tweaking, and then trying again and tweaking, and then practicing. And then I ask myself a couple different questions. So maybe if you have a pen and paper, these would be a few really good notes to take. So what are some of the questions that we do ask ourselves when we're tweaking and trying? I might say, what went really well? What went really well? And I make a note in my journal. What might I do different? Or what did I learn? Those are two really, really powerful questions. And I think that if you're somebody that's been paralyzed at all in fear, you're nervous about what people think, step out one thing at a time. We don't have to conquer the world in a day, but we can lean into our fear, walk through it afraid, one small action step at a time. And guys, that is huge. And then you got to go add a girl, hug, 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 right? Okay. So first thing, like I said, it is normal when you're stepping out in anything to have apprehension, doubt, fear, any of these feelings that make you feel uncomfortable. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say that if you are not feeling uncomfortable, then you're probably operating in that idle mode of status quo. So you're probably not growing. And I think most entrepreneurs grow the most when they're at the bottom of the barrel. When they've kind of exhausted almost everything, they basically have almost like, oh, I don't know if I could take any more. And then their coach or somebody they work with, a mentor, an upline, whatever it is, says, what about one more thing? What about you give it one more try? And oftentimes, that saying, it's darkest before the dawn. That is when you see the true success of what they've been practicing come to fruition. So for me, I'm just not going to use the word failure. I don't like it anyway. It doesn't make me feel good. And I want to use words that make me feel good. So practice gives me a lot of grace. Practice makes me feel good about what I'm doing, and I can commit to practice. But guys, for me, no way, no how am I going to commit to perfection? Because boy, if I'm going to be somebody that goes for perfection, I may never do anything. And I probably wouldn't even need to be here on the earth. There's nobody that enlightened that's perfect, right? Okay, now we get that out of the way. All right, so let's look at 3 different tips that I want to give you to start the month strong. And I talk about this a lot, but you've got to have a mindset for success. All right. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get our minds right about what we want. What are we trying to achieve? Are we excited about this thing? What is it that I'm going for? And I'm going to claim a successful mindset. I'm going to claim it by saying, Joan, you are successful. And maybe it's I am statements. I am someone that draws more and more success to me. I attract success in all things that I do. And you get to define what success looks like. Nobody does. That's all up to you and how you perceive it. But we have to claim the mindset for success so that our mind is not focused on fear and the limiting beliefs that oftentimes those old tapes can play, or that we're not looking in the rearview mirror of yesterday of what didn't work out, bringing that energy and that mindset into today. All right. We want to have a fresh mindset. That means we've got to get excited about what we're up to. Now, this is where the majority of people, if you're leading people, they get to go and they're so busy messaging and voice messaging and texting again and more voice messaging. And I'm all about it. I'm all about it for efficiency. And if there's a system that shows that, I work in a system that we do much of that. But it does not take the place of me partnering, creating a deeper relationship with somebody that I'm trying to support get to their dreams and goals, which brings me to that word, dreams. The why. What are we doing this for anyway? See, if you don't know that about your people that you're working with, how the heck are you going to just reach in and ask them for goals? It seems a little more impersonal. So the best leaders are servant leaders that lead with their heart. When we lead with our heart, we're interested in our people. We're interested in what's important to them. And here's what I want you to know. And many of you do already know this, but I want to just kind of give you an aha moment. See, when we lead with our heart as a leader, people are going to not only do what you do, but they're going to begin feeling the way it feels to lead with their heart. And leading with your heart is the emotional part of the dream, and the head is more the tactical part, which is the goal. So we want to bring our heart and our head together and then move forward. So what does that look like? Well, if we've got a mindset, that means we're excited about it. We know what we want. These have to do with people's desires, with their maybe needs and wants, but you can ask some simple questions like, what's most important to you this month? What is it that you and your family are trying to accomplish by being part of this business? Where do you see yourself going in the short term and the long term? What do you love to do? When we can become somebody that from our heart really cares about that person, and yet we take it into a tactical practice. In other words, we lead with our heart and we ask what I would call quality questions to draw out of our partner, of our team member, what they want. Boy, guys, this is where your businesses will explode. And you're never going to have to feel awkward about asking for goals again, because the person is giving you their information, their dreams, their desires. You know, so many of us go, well, you know, I'm headed toward this rank advancement, but I don't really want to put it out there. What? Wait. No way, no how. We got to put it out there to the world. We have to let our team know what we're shooting for. Naturally, your team wants to help you. Why? Because you've been helping them. See, it's that reciprocation, right? The reciprocation, it's what comes around goes around. If I'm a servant leader, people are going to want to support me. So I want you to really get that mindset as well. When I help enough people get what they want, the Zig Ziglar quote, I'm getting a little fast on my words here. If I help enough people get what they want, ultimately I get what I want. You can't move up any compensation plan in network marketing without helping people. All right. So That is never going to change. Systems may change, styles of business may change, but the relationship part of your business and helping people get to the next place or helping them be better at being them, guys, it's not going to go out of style, just so you know. All right. So now that we know that, you know first to ask for their dreams. What do they want? What, maybe some people have a why. Maybe it's just a question, like I said. What do you want this month? What's important to you? Okay, then you go into goals. And the goals, quite honestly, have to do with what you want to accomplish. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, but for those of you that are in network marketing, direct selling, you got to know your comp plan to set your goals. So many companies have a condensed version of a comp plan. You want to have that printed out in front of you at all times until you know it backwards and forwards. And I'm just going to also go out on a limb and say, I've never known them all backwards and forwards, even though I work many hours in a day supporting people. So print it out and it's your cheat sheet. You just get to pull it up and go, okay, so here we are. Goals also are established based on the builder part of the comp plan, right? So what does that mean? Well, where am I going to make money in the sales part? So what are your sales goals? What else rewards me on the comp plan? Possibly bringing in new people to your business, recruiting, building leaders. What are those rank advancement levels? And I want to make a comment here as well. The goals that you're going to support your team members with also are very important to them, because each person that is within your organization, there's no shortcuts to achieving rank advancements, right? So we have to know that if I can help the first person get wins very quickly and begin making money, they're going to be more anchored in. They're going to be more anchored into your organization, but the company as well. It's been said, people don't quit businesses, people quit people. I would say that's true. We can't be everything to everybody. That's why I'm giving you these steps, because not everybody's going to come back to you with a goal sheet filled out. So you then have to determine where you're going to spend your time. If the dreams and goals and then the action steps aren't as important to the next person, it doesn't mean you don't like them. You're going to love everybody, but you're not going to be trying to get that person to fill out a goal sheet maybe while they're out wakeboarding or enjoying, some other activity. And you're not going to give it energy to be like, well, that isn't the way it goes. It's their choice. Everyone's at choice. So work with the willing, match your time with people's efforts. I'm going to say that one more time. Somebody gave me that tip way back when, and I have lived by it. Match your time with people's efforts. All right. Okay. So once we determine our own dreams and our own goals, I say share it. One of the most important things to me is my family, as I'm sure with many of you, but building a legacy for my children, my grandchildren, writing out what I really truly want, how I see our family evolving. I always wanted to be the mother that could take her child on any vacation and, just feel so good about saying, yes, we're going to Hawaii. Yeah, we're going to Disneyland. I was able to do that with my direct selling business. And there's many dreams that are either small or big for you that you're working toward. Here's my question. Have you put it out there? Most people get so worried about the reality of how am I going to do that? I don't have the experience. I don't have the tools. I don't. Now you're back in the energy that won't work for you. Put it out there. Claim what you want. Ask for what you want and believe it will be there, because I know it. I know it firsthand. It will. Stay focused in what you want. All right. So the third thing, so we got mindset is number one. We got number two is defining your own dreams and your own goals, and then speaking it out, sharing it. That makes it more real to you and to others. And then number three is you've got key people that you're working with. Who are those key people? And are you getting this information from them? And if you're not, you get to start today. Hey, I learned a little bit more information and I wanted to either revisit or I wanted to have a quick 15-minute chat to get more clear about what's important to you so that I can best support you. We want to focus on the word you. What can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I best support you? Not, I have a goal, I have a dream, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Boy, did you see my paycheck? And no, it all is focused on me serving you. So who are those key people within your organization? How do you identify those people? Well, that's another call, but you know that many of you have people that you've recruited into the business and people that have emerged as leaders. And we need to know what their dreams are. We need to know what's important to them, and we need to know their goals, and we write them down. And that is going to establish a firm foundation. It's going to set you up for the month by inviting them to partner with you. All right. So, guys, if I could say to you, if you were going to walk away from this call and take action on just, the last 20 minutes, what might you do? Number one, get your own dreams and goals written down and posted where you can see them. Help your team do the same, your people that you're working with. And number three, commit this is the way I do it. I commit daily to the practices. So those are the actionable steps that are going to get me toward the goal. Understanding that I am just one person. I can't build a successful sales team on my own. No, the successful sales team comes from partnering with, equipping, and empowering others. So everybody, I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining. Be looking for some upcoming courses that may be released very soon and some new products in the joanrobison.com/shop. All right, guys, have a fabulous Wednesday. Bye-bye.